Have you ever prayed with all your heart, only to be met with silence? That deafening, echoing quiet. It's a struggle many of us face but rarely discuss. You pray for healing, for guidance, for a sign, and you get nothing. That void can make you question everything. Is he there? Is he listening? Did I do something wrong? If you have ever felt that unsettling, agonizing emptiness, then this video is for you. We're not going to use platitudes. We're going to talk about what that silence really means and what to do in it. The scenarios are all different, but the feeling is the same. You're trying to make a huge life decision, and you get no sense of direction. Someone you love is sick, and your prayers for a miracle feel like they're hitting a brass ceiling. The immediate impact is confusion, then disappointment. Then, if we're honest, a creeping, cold doubt. You're not alone in this. This isn't a modern problem. The Bible is full of this. The entire book of Job is about a righteous man who suffers unimaginably, and when he cries out to God, he is met with silence. His friends give him terrible advice, and God says nothing for 37 chapters. This feeling of spiritual solitude, this longing for a connection that feels one-sided, is part of the human experience of faith, but it's not the end of the story. So why? Why does this happen? For most of us, we start our faith with what I call vending machine faith. We put in $1, that's our prayer, we press the button, our good behavior, and we expect God to dispense a blessing, a job, a relationship, a healing. And when it works, our faith is strong. But what happens when you put in your $1 and nothing comes out? You get angry. You shake the machine. You think it's broken. This is the moment. This is the crucible. God's silence is the single most powerful tool he uses to break our vending machine faith. He is inviting us out of a transaction and into a relationship. A transactional faith asks, what can God do for me? A relational faith asks, is God enough for me? The silence forces us to reevaluate. It burns away the superficial, what's in it for me belief, and forges something far more resilient. It's the moment our faith has to evolve from being about answers to being about presence. So, how do you navigate this? When you're in that spiritual solitude, how do you hold on? You need anchors. Anchor 1, find faith in your actions, not your feelings. Feelings are fickle, they will vanish, but your disciplines are your anchor. When you feel nothing, that is the time to do something. Don't stop praying, change how you pray. Instead of, God, give me, try, God, I'm here. Read, serve, show up for your community. Your feelings will eventually follow your actions. Anchor 2, find faith in the past. Your current silence is making you forget God's past faithfulness. Get a journal. Write down every single time he has come through for you. Every unexpected check, every moment of peace, every answered prayer from your past. Build a memorial of his faithfulness that you can look back on when your emotions are lying to you. Anchor 3, find faith in stillness, not just shouting. We spend so much time talking to God that we never just sit with him. When your prayers feel like they're hitting the ceiling, stop talking. Just be still. Put on some worship music and just be. Sometimes the silence isn't an absence, it's an invitation to just listen. The silence of God is uncomfortable. It can feel like abandonment. This dark night of the soul, as it's been called, is a terrifying place to be. But what if that silence isn't absence? What if it's the ultimate act of trust? What if God is silent because he trusts you with the faith he has built in you? He's taken the training wheels off. He's letting you stand on what you know, not just what you feel. The most profound example of this in all of history is Jesus on the cross. This wasn't just physical agony, it was the ultimate spiritual agony. In his darkest moment, he cries out the words of Psalm 22, my God, why have you forsaken me?" In that moment, the Son of God felt the same deafening, agonizing silence that we do. He felt the void, and God the Father said nothing. Why? Because the plan was in motion. The silence wasn't a no, it wasn't abandonment, it was the necessary stillness before the resurrection. Your silence might feel like an ending, but what if it's the necessary, profound stillness before your resurrection? What if this is the moment your faith becomes truly
unshakably yours. This is a hard topic, so let's create a community right here. In the comments, I want you to share just one word that describes how this silence has felt to you. Confusing, lonely, peaceful. Let's show each other that we are not alone in the quiet. And if this message helped, like and subscribe to join us as we tackle more of the real, hard questions of faith. Remember, your faith isn't being shattered, it's being forged.